everyone, it's Vicki here today designing for Pinkfresh Studio, and I am using the Happy Blooms collection. I have an idea of a rainbow layout today, and I wanted to start by cutting out all of these little words on this piece of paper. So each one of those little coloured blocks has a phrase in it, like treasure these memories, celebrate everyday moments, bright days ahead, that sort of thing. And I wanted to cut them all out. So I did. It was a labour of love. It took a while, but I got them all out. There they are. And I've arranged them in rainbow order onto my page. And what I want to do is stick them down onto the page in that order in a row like this. So I'm just sticking the very left-hand side of each one because I want there to be texture. I want them to be able to move and just look like they're sort of, just placed there, and the extra movement gives them some texture. So I just put some glue down the edge of the page. I'm using my T-square ruler just to make sure they're all straight down there. I put a bit of glue them on, and then go all the way to the bottom. So that's all of them on there now. And it didn't quite take me to the bottom, which was a bit unfortunate, but I'll deal with that in a bit. So what I want to do is add a little bit of mixed media next to each line, next to each colour. So I've just got these watercolour paints here, which I'm going to match up as closely as I can with the colour of the tags and add a bit of mixed media around them. So that's what I'm doing. I'm just sort of hand painting it on. I've got thick white cardstock, so the marshmallow from Basil. So it's quite a good quality cardstock, and you can paint straight onto it. To be honest, it's not much. I'm just doing a little bit of watercolour, and I'm not moving it around. So you could probably do this on regular cardstock too, as long as you let it dry properly. Okay, so I've done the pink. Here's a bit of yellow. I'm just sort of putting a little bit on. I don't want lots on there. I just want it to look like it's dripping down or across from these tags. So we've gone yellow. We're up with green next. As you can see, it's just very straightforward, easy mixed media that anyone can do. Just didn't want to get too much there, liquid onto the little tag. But some gets onto them, and that's okay. They've all dried up perfectly well with no problems. The Pinkfresh Studio paper is lovely and thick, and actually it handles mixed media really well if you put gesso on it. So just a little bit on the on it without gesso is fine. So we go, we've done blue. We're going to go down in a moment to a bit of purple and violet. And then we'll be done. So you can just see that just adds an extra extension of the colour without adding too much to the page. I didn't want to overwhelm it with mixed media. And I'm just going to add a bit more at the top as well there just to finish it. Okay, so that's now pretty much dry, and here's my photo of my niece. She's getting to that age where she likes to take selfies. I think we can all relate to that with teenagers. She's 13 going on 23. So here we go. I'm just cutting out some of the flowers from the die cut, floral die cuts, and I love them. I skipped through that because I cut a few out. I also cut out a butterfly, and I had a couple of flowers already cut out from the big floral paper in the collection. So they're all there. So I'm just thinking about backing my photo here. And these pieces are already cut from the 6x6 paper pad. I used them before in another layout, so I'm just using the scraps of those so that they don't get wasted. Not that anything would ever get wasted, I keep it pretty much everything. So here we go. Backing the photo, a bit of blue on the right because it's next to the blue letters, a bit of purple to add in at the side there, and some pink. So I'm happy with that. It just gives some differentiation between the photo and the white background because it's going to be fairly white around where the photo goes. Okay, and I printed it in black and white because there were some various different colours on the layout, so I just wanted it to be not contend with the rainbow, if that makes sense. So this is sticky back foam that I'm putting on the back just to raise it off the page. And I'm going to start to arrange the florals around. Yeah, the die cuts, I do like to cut the white edge off of the die cuts, especially when I'm using a white background there, because I just think that it makes the flowers stand out a little bit better. And also they look more dimensional when they're like this, because you can bend up the edges a bit easier and make them look more dimensional. Okay, so I'm putting some yellow flowers near the yellow section, some pink flowers near the pink section. The butterfly will go over on the blue section. This is a little bit of the washi that comes with the lemon and blueberry washi that comes with its own die set and stamps. And I had already cut one out there, but from before, so I wanted to use that because it had a bit of purple in it, which matched really well with that section. I didn't cut the white off there just because it's so intricate. I think it looks better with the white left on. So there we go. So just starting to think about sticking things down now. I'm going to stick down the photo over there on the left so that I've got my base for where I'm going to put all of my flowers. Okay, I'm liking the tone on tone. Over to the left I can put anything because there's no colour rainbow there, but onto the right, anything that goes there, I'm trying to stick with a tone on tone theme. I love that little butterfly who works perfectly over there, or she maybe. And these flowers, I do ruffle up the edges a little bit just to add some extra texture and dimension. Stick those down. I'm using a wet glue, which is Scotch tacky glue, and I use a fine liner bottle for that to stick things on the page, and I find it dries really firmly and nothing is coming up once it's dry. You have a minute or two to change your mind when you put something down, but after that it sticks pretty well. Okay, so I'm happy with that. I really love rainbow layouts. They're always my go-to when I'm looking at a collection and there are all the colours. Okay, so this is the puffy stickers. I'm going to use that little green circular sticker. Not there, actually. I'm going to move it, but for now it's just there. That's just a little yellow flower, which I think looks really nice in there. I want to use this multicolour flower just because I've got that type of flower elsewhere on the page, but it's not one colour, so I put that to the left and moved the little circular puffy sticker to the right. Okay, and this is where I just extend the layout down a bit by putting the puffy sticker that says My Happy Place at the bottom. And that just extends it down far enough that when I cut the manufacturer strip off the bottom, it works well. This butterfly is another one which just sort of got a bit of the pinky colour on, which I'm going to put at the bottom just to match up with the other butterfly that's flying over on the right. And that sticks there. And then the jewels, which I'm just in love with. There's a colour for everything, and I come back to them time and time again. So I'm going to cut through me sticking those on so that you don't have to watch the whole process, but I put some of each colour on there and to match the rainbow, and I think that looks really pretty. Just finishing up there with the green. I'm putting them in sets of 3. And finally I'm putting on my title, which is Hello, nice and simple. She's taking a selfie, and I think it works. So there's the final layout. I really do hope it gives you some inspiration for using your kit and a bit of mixed media. Some close-ups there for you to have a look at. Please do feel free to shout out any questions, and I'll put all the materials I used below in the description. Thanks for watching. This has been Vicki for Pinkfresh. Bye bye.